beautiful is a master of disguise. It can be anywhere and anyone.
We're professionals.
The microphone every time we stream. It just worked yesterday. I don't know why. There we go. Welcome to Neverwinter, Season 1, Episode 7. Episode 7.
7.
Yes, we are at Episode 7. Can you believe we're on Episode 7 when we stream bi-weekly? So that means it's been 14 weeks since we started. 14 weeks.
Pretty crazy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, I'm looking around, and the cat just like jumps onto the table, like, oh, God.
And now it's our last week. Thanks, Ronald.
It's like,
Still not at Neverwinter.
Great.
Never gonna get there, you mean?
I'm telling you guys, Harold and Kamar go to White Castle. Just us.
But yeah, the Neverwinter stream is a bi-weekly stream where you, the viewer, can affect the game by your donations. The link is in the... Oh, look at that. Somebody already got to it. Perfect. The link is in the chat, and also on our About page, there's a little extra life icon. You can click on that. It'll take you to where the incentives are listed out, and you can affect the game by your donations. Team Neverwinter is already up at $651 so far. That is over halfway to our $1,000 goal for the year. We may have to up that goal if we continue at this pace. So,
Yay!
Woo!
Yeah, it's awesome. Last we left off, our group of adventurers, dare I say heroes, got themselves...
3/4 of here.
Hero adjacent. How about
Yeah, hero adjacent.
They got themselves to travel along, and they crossed the river, and they are now south of the river and heading towards Neverwinter in a very kind of roundabout way, chasing down rumors of the missing caravan that they were hired to find. Hopefully finding the crew along with the missing caravan, but really he only cared about his stuff. They came to a new town. They went to the tavern first, because that's what you do when you play D&D. They met the new mayor, and I believe Faye has started a fight.
Just about. I put 30 gold in.
That does sound right.
So that's where we're going to pick up. It wasn't exactly Faye's fault. The mayor was in the pit, engaged in this fighting, and Faye shouted out 30 gold, and the mayor took note of that and decided to engage. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to pick up right there where we left off. So this, the mayor comes over, and again, for those who weren't here last week, she's got the red hair kind of pulled back, and it's kind of sticking out. It's real frizzy around the edges because she's been fighting, and some of the strands have kind of been pulled loose from her ponytail that kind of hangs down. And you notice as she gets closer that not only does she have red hair, her arms are covered in red hair as well. And she has mutton chops. They're not thick, but she has mutton chops that kind of come down and stop at her chin. And then underneath her chin, there's like this neck beard that seems to kind of like poof out of red hair. And as you get a closer look, the ears are kind of pointed. And her nose is kind of smushed. And at this close range, you realize that this could be part bugbear.
Okay.
You got this.
Definitely short, still short. Looks very humanoid, except for the accenting features of the pointy ear, the snout, and the abundance of the red hair.
Yeah.
She comes over, and her skin is gleaming from the sweat, and you see that the fur, like this mutton chop is kind of matted down. And I hear you got 30 gold on you.
I've got 30 gold. I hear you've got a bit of a fight left in you.
Oh, I always have a fight left in me. I'll take your gold off your hands.
Well, let's see if we can duke it out in the pit, because I might be swapping gold in my pocket.
Highly unlikely. Disarm yourself and step into the pit then. She just kind of like holds her hands up, like waiting for you to join.
All right, yeah. Like I will take off. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'll take it all off. I'll take off the armor too. All my weapons and armor.
At that point, everybody pays attention, stops what they're doing. They start throwing their tankards and everything around the bar, and it becomes very rowdy again.
Mm-hmm.
And she starts kind of squaring up. What is Lyra, Rook, and Arden doing at this point?
Rook is like a few miles in the air, heading to go get the body so we can get our bounty on Erik Okra.
Nice.
So I don't know, like you can determine how long that's gonna take me to get to his body. And
Well, you traveled for about, what was it, an hour and a half to get to this town. So it'll take you about an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back.
fly.
Mm-hmm. Your fly speed is only what? Is it 60?
Well, my fly speed is 30, but it's like with a dash and my
Okay,
extra.
and you're doing
cutting
straight
action,
line
it's like
above the
it's like
trees and
90.
everything. You'd probably be able to get there in like half an hour and back, so an hour total time. So Arden, what are you doing?
We'll grab an ale and prepare to watch and find someone to throw down 10 gold on Faye.
Okay, you find there's a table in the back that they're kind of they've got gold stacks set along the table, and they're taking bets. They're some interesting looking individuals. One of them is a taller looking kobold with a very long snout with barbed hooks, kind of like a bearded dragon along their neck. He kind of glints his eyes, flicks his eyes. Who you betting on?
I will bet 10 on my partner Faye there. Is there what's the word I'm looking for? Odds? You given
I'd
odds?
say the odds are not in her favor.
10 gold on Faye.
Very well. He writes that down and slides the gold over to the pile of gold. Next! Lyra. Are you RPing or are you...
Assume Lyra found some dogs outside that look like Savannah's dogs.
Okay, you find what you think looks like a corgi. Faye, she squares up and she takes no time. She wastes no time. She goes right in for a left jab. What would you like to do?
I'm going to, if I can, dodge, like move out of the way, and then also cast mirror image at the same time.
Ooh, okay, I would like you to roll a dexterity save.
Alrighty. Ooh, that's an 8.
So your focus is on casting mirror image, and you you miscalculate how quick this little half bugbear lady is, and she just cold cocks you right across the jaw, and you slide across the ground and up into the little half wall of the pit. You are going to take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Am I still able to get the spell out?
Yeah, you're able to cast it.
Cool. All right, so I'm imagining kind of like as she hits the back wall. Like she shakes it off, and there's kind of like a delay in her movements as the mirror image takes effect, and so now it's kind of like almost like a blur on Faye as she moves because she's got the images all moving with her.
Okay.
And then she's going to step back up, like she shakes it off, and then steps forward, and she's also going to go for a punch.
Okay. I'll roll. What is your spell save DC?
Spell save DC is 13.
Okay. So as you swing, you hear her shout out, "Hey, no, Matt!" And you just right across her jawline and like front cheek where her nose connects to her cheek, and there's blood that splatters out. She staggers backwards and spits. Looks up. "You're cheating. No magic."
You said to disarm. You didn't say anything about magic. Fists up. All right, and then gonna go. This time instead of like, I'm gonna try and do a feint of a punch, and then actually go in with a kick.
Okay. What is your deception? Roll a deception.
Roll deception. That is a 21.
Okay. Yeah, she falls for it, and you sweep the legs.
Yeah.
She falls backwards. "I can't tell which one of you's doing what. Stop that!"
We're all doing the same thing. Up on your feet. Come on, I got 30 gold.
She hops back up. She's gonna take a swing right for the lower jaw. She's trying to uppercut. Roll
Cool.
a dexterity save.
Oh, that's another 8.
Yeah, she connects. Boom.
But because of mirror image, Connect has to see if it actually hits me or one of my images.
Okay. What do I roll for that?
So, I've got... let me read the spell real quick. I've got how many up right now?
3.
I've got 3 up, so I roll a d20, and if it's a 6 or higher, it goes to a duplicate.
I roll or you roll?
I can roll real quick.
Okay. I don't want to take rolls away from characters if that's their feature.
Hey, that's a 7. It hits a duplicate.
Okay, so she connects with the duplicate, and she thinks, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one," and she puts her full force into that uppercut, and it's a mirror, like it's like almost like ethereal, right? So she
yeah.
slides
It's
through
it's
it.
illusionary. Yep. So it goes through, and then it bursts.
She spins and kind of stumbles forward. "Ah, fucking magic users!" She
Hey, come on, 30 gold,
climbs
right?
out of the pit, and she goes over and she grabs a chair, and she runs at you with it. Make a dexterity save.
Yeah. Oh, 6.
Roll a d20. I mean,
It's
you
a
have
good
all
thing
your
you
images
cast-
bunched up into one little area. You're making up blur, right?
Right. That's a 2, so it hits me.
Okay. So that chair cracks across you. You're gonna take a bludgeoning damage.
How much?
Just one. It's bludgeoning.
Just one?
Yeah.
Cool.
She's not trying to kill you or hurt
Yeah.
you. It's just a pit fight.
Yeah.
While that happens, Rook,
Yes.
back over where you're at, you land where you left the cart, and you find the Erik Okra's body. Erik Okra's body.
Mm-hmm.
There's something under the sheet that is moving.
I check it out. I have one of my daggers drawn.
Okay. So how are you checking it out? Are you like, lifting the sheet back, or?
Yeah, I'm a kind of reach for the sheet, pull back, and keep whatever's nearby at arm's reach.
Okay. So you slide that tarp off the canvas tarp off the body slowly, and as you do, you see this very white, furry, kind of almost cat-looking body kind of arch, and you hear a hiss as this very pointy snout turns around, and these bright yellow holographic eyes kind of project, and it hisses at you, and then it just like falls over.
What?
I just look around, like investigation or not, perception. Like, is this thing alone or?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
What's even happening?
Oh.
Whoops.
Lost your... There you go.
A 16.
Okay. As you look around, you see that there's nothing else around here. It's completely quiet other than the insects that are in the tall grasses around on the side of the road. And as you kind of look at it a little closer, you see that it's stiffened up its body, but you can still see it breathing. And it looks like it's playing dead.
Can I do a nature check?
Yeah.
Not my best, but I mean, another 16.
Yeah. It looks like a possum.
Oh. Was it eating the body?
It doesn't look like there's any gnawing or anything on the body that you can see. It was just kind of cuddled up under there, under the tarp.
But do I see the Eric's body?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I kick it for good measure. Still dead?
Still very cold.
Crispy.
Cool. Still smells like barbecue. All right. I
Chicken.
kind of like lean over the possum and kind of poke it.
Yeah, you feel it's not as stiff as it looks like it is. You poke its belly and it kind of like moves in, and it like tumbles off and falls onto the ground, and it's still staying very still.
I'm gonna give it a few pets. It's like, it's okay, buddy. Not gonna kill you. And it's a white possum. Would that be unique, or would have?
I mean, it's not entirely unheard of. It's not like one of a kind, one in a billion thing, but it's it's kind of rare. You know, like albino creatures in nature are kind of rare in like out in the wild, because it puts them at risk. They don't blend in as well. Captivity, this would more likely be a pet than a wild animal.
Oh, it's his pet.
Just unmute yourself. Yeah, I will just give it a few pets, and then I'm assuming Erik is a lot heavier than Lyra, so carrying him while flying is going to be a lot difficult.
I wouldn't think he's that heavy. He's a bird.
Yeah, as you kind of pick
Fair
him up,
enough.
you realize he's not as heavy as he looks like he is. He's a bit
Hollow
bulkier
bones.
than most Erik Okra, but he's still fairly light. Maybe just a tad bit heavier than Lyra.
Okay. Then,
Lyra's tiny, so that's not saying much.
she's not here to defend herself. So yeah, I'll pick him up, and I'll kind of look back at the little possum.
You see its eye opened, and then when you look, it shuts its eye.
How did it respond to when I was petting it?
It was staying still, but you could tell it was still alive.
Lyra does need, but Lyra wants a pet, and she feels upset about losing her.
The Tarrasque was a loss that needed to happen.
Fair enough. I was like,
It's not wrong.
all right.
Or
I
you
can't-
can have a Tarrasque. Here's a fucking possum. That hisses.
Basically.
Here's a rat that hisses.
I will pick up the possum.
As you pick it up, its eyes pop open, and it
and I will again try to, I guess, animal handling. Try to pet it again.
Okay, roll an animal handling.
Seems like a great idea.
Not bad.
Oh, this is just a fucking wild possum.
It's someone's pet.
I got a 17 this time.
So it hisses at you, and you see it kind of struggling to get free, and then it just kind of like calms down as you pet it and goes limp in your hands. And you're just now holding a possum.
All right, I'll feed him. I like feed him a little bit of like one of my ration bars.
Yay.
And then I kind of put him in like my bag.
Kind of curls around inside it and then like pulls itself up and is just like peeking out of the bag.
Grab the arrow croc and I was like, all right, hang on tight, buddy. And then
Wings unfurl and you take off. Okay.
I can show you the world.
Careful, that's Disney.
I don't get us banned.
Yeah.
Okay, so back at the tavern then.
Just had a chair connect with my chin.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It's fine. I've had worse.
I'm just upset Rook is missing this.
Lyra, the corgi that you have found outside is chasing its tail. What are you doing?
Doesn't have a tail.
Stump. That's why it's chasing it. It can't catch it because it's too tiny.
Hold on. Let me go through my spells really quick.
Go ahead.
I'm sure I have a spell for
Cast
this.
Speak with Animals. Go ahead. Go ahead. I know that's what you're looking for. Go ahead.
No, that's not what I was looking for. I don't have that spell.
You don't have regeneration until 5th level either to grow a tail for it.
This will be gold
Hold
food.
on. Hold on.
Bend it.
You
But they
can name this
naturally
one
only
gold
have
food.
stomps.
She's gonna cast Mage Hand. And, like, make it look like she's, like, clawing after it. Like, going after his tail. What? Okay, I won't.
No, sorry. Children. Spring break. Gotta love it. So, you cast Mage Hand, and the Mage Hand is going after its tail? Okay. As it sees the Mage Hand, it kind of, like, skids and smacks into the wall that it was, like, up against, chasing. And it just kind of, like, smacks its face into the wall and then backs up and looks up at you.
Mage Hand does the same thing.
It loses interest about 30 seconds later and then turns around and begins chasing its tail again. Back in the bar,
Meanwhile,
Arden, you watch as a chair gets smacked across the shoulder and face
Welcome
of
back
Faye.
to WWE.
great.
And you go
Oi.
stumbling forward and you take a bludgeoning... Yeah, I think you already took the bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
So you go stumbling forward, and the chair is broken and shattered. There's several pieces of it. It was a wooden chair, so it's kind of in several pieces now. She drops the rest of the pieces, and you hear behind you, thump, 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 thump.
I want to grab, because I stumbled forward, I want to grab one of the pieces of the chair, hopefully like a leg or something, and like turn and like smack as she's coming up.
Okay. Roll.
You gotta grab a table,
tables,
and then she has to grab a ladder.
The ladder, yeah.
Where's the briefcase?
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
Okay, roll your strength check. I believe you still have an advantage from a donation.
Do I?
I believe you all still have at least one.
Well, then I will roll a strength with advantage. It is a 17.
Okay. Yeah. She wasn't expecting you to recover so quickly, so you turn and whack right across her face on the other side. Boom! She goes stumbling sideways, and she is now, her back is to you, and she is turned around, so
Oh, I want to like kick it. I want to like get up and like kick her down, like right in the back.
Okay. Roll your unarmed attack.
Alrighty. An 11?
Yeah. So you go and you
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you go to kick her in the back, and you connect, but you lose your footing. So it's kind of like kicking off against a brick wall, and your other foot slides, and you just kind of like lose.
Does she roll off one of the pieces of the chair?
And you go down, and you're on your back as she turns around, and you see her kind of smack her elbow.
Oh.
She runs over to one side of the pit, and she leans across the pit, and you hear everybody, ah! And then she runs over to the other side of the pit, and you hear everybody, ah! And she runs over to you, and she jumps.
Roll.
Okay, roll a dexterity save. We're gonna contest this. See if you get out of it.
try to do better than 6.
13.
That's a little bit better than 6.
You just barely, so you catch just a little bit of that elbow on your side as you're rolling away, and her
Well, wait. It would
elbow
be
comes
one of my.
smacking.
It could be one of my.
Oh, that's
my
right. Roll a d20.
Yeah, and so I've got 2 up right now. All right. Yeah, it hits one of my duplicates because that was a 15.
Okay. So it hits one of the duplicates, just kind of like phases through it and smacks her elbow on that hard dirt surface, and you hear a pop.
Ow.
Oh.
And she's like down, like on the
Oh,
ground,
nice.
facing the ground, and you see her kind of raise up one hand and just kind of like wave.
All right.
Gonna feel that one in the morning, eh?
The crowd erupts into cheering and yelling, ah, yeah! And then, as soon as that starts, it ends, and everybody's back to just not paying attention to you guys. And she kind of stands up, she nurses her elbow. That was a good fight. Although, I'd have had you if you didn't cheat.
You ain't say nothing about magic, all right?
You ain't saying nothing.
My southern's coming out. That's player. Sorry.
Mary!
All right. Well, there's still southern. Wow. All right. Yeah. Well, I won. So that's 30 of your gold to me, plus anyone who bets on me. And she like goes around out to the crowd.
Yeah. Well, it would be fair as fair if it wasn't not fair, but fair, cheating magic users. And she's just kind of like, she's over in the corner, huffing.
I'm gonna go collect my gold.
Yeah. You run around, and it looks like a lot of people have actually bet against you.
Yeah.
So you end up making about 140 gold. Getting your
I
30
find
back plus 140, so you're profiting 140. Arden, you triple your money.
I find Arden and I give him a high five.
Nicely done. That was very well done.
I mean, fighting's easy.
So you see she kind of climbs out of the pit and goes over to a corner table and begins drinking. She's surrounded by a couple people. Some of them bigger, burlier. Some of them skinnier. One of them wearing a long red robe.
Oh, I've got ideas on where that red robe is coming from, but, all right, so that, who I was just fighting, that's Farah. She's the mayor here. Apparently she did something a while back to piss off Ack Inc., which is why we ain't seen nothing for 'em around here. And, we can talk to her a bit more, see what's going on. It was some sort of argument between her and the Ack Inc. representative of the town, but it's been out of here for a while now.
Suppose we could try to talk to her. If we get her away from the group of people, maybe.
Well, Well, let her have a few drinks with the group. She's a little butthurt after, I wiped the floor. Where's, I know where Rook went. Rook went for the bounty. Where's Lyra?
She got distracted outside by some sort of puppy or something.
Oh, okay.
At this
I
point,
figured she's probably chasing it across town and back, but it keeps her busy.
at this point, when you finish saying that, Arden, you hear an enormous roar that echoes and reverberates, and the glass in the tavern, the windows, shatters. Lyra.
Unless, of course, she's turned the dog into some sort of giant creature.
God damn, I already gave one to my patron. Not so soon.
The corgi was chasing its tail. This roar happens off to the south, and the corgi stops dead in its tracks. You start to begin to smell something very foul, and it runs off, whimpering into the darkness.
Just gonna look to where that sound came from.
You don't see anything in the distance. It sounds like it was quite a ways off, to the south of Westgate. But it's dark out, so you can't really see anything out there.
How big is the... What is the building shape like? Can I climb up there?
You'd probably
On
be able
top
to
of-
climb. It's a one-story tavern. You'd be able to climb up to the roof and then climb up the angled roof.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Yeah, you hop up on the eaves and you pull yourself up and struggle a little bit, but you get up there and you kind of climb up to the top. You can see a little bit further, but not much because, like I said, it's dark out and you can't see past the lights of the town into the darkness to the south. But you think you see like glimmering and reflections in the distance, probably a good couple miles away, to indicate a large body of water and the moonlight reflecting off of the waves.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll just sit here.
Okay, you're sitting up on the roof. At this point, Rook, you come flying back into the outskirts of town with Erik Okra. The possum has its tongue hanging out of its snoot,
Aww.
and the tail kind of pokes up out and it's like... and it barks.
Oh, I
It's a
love
barking
him.
possum. Sure.
Oh,
why
I
not?
love him. We don't have to kill him.
I didn't plan on it. This is Lyra's replacement pet.
It's very excited to be flying.
I see that.
Sounds pretty excited.
Lyra, you can see Rook's figure in the darkness, the wings. You're familiar with his wingspan.
Hey, Rook! Hi! 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 Hi!
Hey,
I'm up here now!
like I'm heading towards the guard shack, and I'm like, oh, okay.
You drop this.
I fly down to her with the remains of Erik. Like,
Who's still
"Hey."
asleep.
No, she's aware he's dead.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. We
But
said
she-
something
she
else
thinks-
killed him.
She thinks it was.
Rook, why did you do that?
No, remember you said it was the.
It was
Isdal's
the-
fault.
Yeah, because the cart fell and he fell.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you do that?
Dude, what you mean? Bring it here?
Why did you cut off his head?
I didn't cut off his head. I brought his whole body.
Oh, okay, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, no. Because
Yeah,
we
okay.
agreed that he was light
Yeah,
enough for me to carry.
Right, I'm here. Hi. Okay.
It's on brand for Lyra. It's fine.
Did you hear the thing that was over there?
Did I, Joe?
You heard a faint roar as you were approaching town. It sounded like
You should
it
go
came
look
from
at it.
south of town.
I mean, I heard a meow, but
We should go look at it.
okay. Sure. So I don't be carrying this guy around. I'm gonna turn him in and get our
we could
reward.
Probably put. Oh.
And then
Okay. I'll wait here.
That's right. And I'll come back.
She's
and
not
pick you
wearing
up.
shoes.
What
shoes are
happened to
down.
your shoes?
Her shoes are down there. I climbed up here.
Did you give them to a Malkavian?
I'm going to teach you how to climb with shoes. And like he reaches into his little bag and pulls out a possum.
I want to climb with shoes.
The possum curls around your arm and then hangs, wraps its tail and then hangs upside down and turns to face Lyra, and you see its tongue just kind of plop out, and you hear it.
I love you.
Kind of squeezes like one of those squeeze toys when you grab it.
She squeezed back at it.
Oh, I love him.
I was like, all right, you think of a name, and I will go drop Erik off.
Hey.
Okay. You Superman up and fly over to the guard shack, and you see that there are 2 guards standing there, and then you can see there's several other guards up in the tower, and they seem to be kind of irritated. They seem they're kind of grumbling as you approach.
I'll land about 15 feet away from the tower, and hey, it's me from earlier. You said
Yes, Rook. Welcome back.
Yeah.
You have Erik.
I drop his body.
Sure, that's
Aw.
fine. I have interns that can deal with that. I believe 200 was the agreed upon price, right? The bounty was 200.
It's higher than that. I believe it was 4.
Roll a persuasion.
I could have sworn it was 4.
It was.
Which is why it's persuasion, not deception.
There we go. Natural 18 plus 4. Nope, sorry, plus 3.
Hey, get us our money.
Actually, I lied. Plus 5.
Nice. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Just, no. Gonna have to be replacing all this glass.
Yeah, I heard a large meow or roar. Is that common here?
Yeah, about once a month now. Fucking Broma.
Broma?
Yeah, Broma,
Your bro?
some kind of stupid creature in the lake to the south. It doesn't like to be disturbed. Lets us know that it's being disturbed. So now I gotta send some troops over to the tavern, tell them to settle the fuck down, place all this glass.
Right, does Broma or does the creature attack anyone or?
It stays in the water.
Okay, so it's not a threat.
Not to anyone on land. As long as you stay
Cool.
out of the water, you'll be fine.
Okay, no, I was just making sure this wasn't something you needed taken care of, because if it was, I would take care of it, but if it's not doing anything except for...
Not to me, anyway, and not to the
Crying.
citizens of the town I'm supposed to protect.
Yeah, so as long as it's doing its own thing and no one needs it being taken care of, it's fine. I won't bother with it.
I mean, if you could invent some glass that doesn't shatter when it roars, that'd be great, but other than that, no, it's fine. It just...
I feel like we're 100,000 years before that happens, but
Yeah. You gotta talk to some guy in the next town over named Banneker.
Wow. Now, I heard this guy named David. He's like a wizard of moons. I don't know.
Sounds like the guy I'm referring to, yeah.
Okay.
Director of operations for something, I don't know.
But, well, thank you for the gold. I will go divvy this up with my compatriots and get my friend off the roof. And I back up
Kind
some
of
and
looks up at the rooftops, rolls his
and
eyes.
it flies over to Lyra.
Oh, he's one of those.
He saw me land in front of him.
Yeah, but you also just took off. It's so pretentious.
100 feet away is the tavern, and you're gonna fly over there. So he's like, "Yeah, you don't know."
No, I'm flying up there to get to the roof. To get to the roof, I don't feel like breaking stuff.
He's fine. He's just an asshole.
As a town guard should
Am I
be.
an asshole for just like flying around? It's like, oh, he has wings. Oh, this guy. I land back there and it's like, all right, well, first things first, and very important. Have you named him yet?
Mouse.
Oh.
Who's?
Well, he's yours, so I guess you can name him whatever you want.
Well, he's not mine.
He's your friend.
Hmm?
That I
When
brought
you
for
name something, it becomes your responsibility.
The tail curls around your neck, not tightly, just like curls.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, I have other news. Apparently, that roar was a creature that's in the lake, that's been here for a while, but doesn't seem to be a threat to the city, or maybe to the town. But I guess if people are being too rowdy and disturbed, it disturbs him, and it makes a loud roar. So apparently, the people in the tavern just need to turn it down a little bit.
Oh. Can we
If
go
you
see?
Sure.
Please.
Sure. Go get your shoes on, and we will go see. But we won't land. We're just gonna fly over the lake or the little body of water and check it out.
Okay. While that conversation is taking place, Arden and Faye, you're in the tavern. Things have kind of, after the glass shatters and everybody kind of like, the shock of that happening, things kind of settle down. And you see them kind of straightening stuff up. Like, this has happened before. They're used to this. It's not something that's out of the ordinary. You hear people kind of muttering under their breath that they have to clean up. And then you notice that the bards are playing music softer. The fighting has kind of lulled. It's not so rowdy in here. They're not throwing things.
Let's find someone nearby and be like, so what's with the loud noise there that breaks the glass and stuff?
You walk up to an individual who's got long brown hair just kind of slicked backwards. His ears are a bit larger than normal. They kind of pop out behind to the side of the hair, and he's got
I hate him.
a full goatee.
Hate him.
He's got bright blue piercing eyes that don't match the red hair.
Pretentious.
He looks over at you and, oh, yes, if we get too rowdy, the beast lets us know that he is not happy.
The beast.
Yes, the Leviathan down in the lake to the south.
Grindel.
Broma's,
Yeah, right. Totally not Grindel.
Totally not Grindel.
That's Broma's pet.
Broma.
Broma, yes, she was a witch here in town who recently moved south and summoned this Leviathan.
Without taking it with her when she moved.
Oh no, she still lives down there.
Oh, okay.
By
She
the
just
lake.
moved out of the town.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
She said it was too noisy.
Well. All right.
That's what towns
So
do.
she summoned a monster to let everyone know it's too nosy.
Oh, what a bitch.
She's that neighbor.
She sounds like she's got a stick up her ass.
I'm not fluent in stick up your ass, but I'm getting there.
Oh man.
But I'm
She's-
getting there. That's
She's
a
that
little-
lady from the homeowners association.
Oh yeah. Everyone hates her.
Yes, that's why if you in the daytime, if you go to the north of town, there's a huge goat ranch. We let the goats loose every week because if the grass grows too tall, she sends the Leviathan.
You need this Leviathan taken care of.
We've sent several people down to take care of the Leviathan, and they have not returned. Good luck if you wish to do the same.
Have you ever had someone who had a water elemental friend?
Can't say that I have. He kind of side eyes you.
Well, I'm just saying, there's all sorts of folk that's coming through towns these days. You never know who's going to walk through that door.
Yeah, how much have you had to drink? No one ever claims to have an elemental friend.
I'm gonna say that I've had enough tankards. It's actually about time for another one. And she's gonna go walk over to the bar.
Yeah, he just kind of goes back to talking with his friends and drinking.
I just imagine Faye's patron just like in their realm, just like friend.
She's not gonna go advertise and then she's got a fucking, sugar daddy. Like, no.
Back outside with Lyra and Rook.
I'm just kidding. But I pick her up after she gets her shoes on and I fly over to the lake.
Okay.
Monsters be here.
So you fly straight south from Westgate, and you can see in the distance the shimmering of the lake. And it's a fairly large lake. It's not humongous. It's not like the Dead Sea or anything like that, but it's a good sized lake. Probably a bit smaller than the one that you saw to the west that you crossed the river that leads into the Lake of Dragons. So a pretty decent size. As you're approaching, you see on the northern shore of that lake, there's a tower. It's maybe 4 stories tall, probably about 30 feet in diameter, and it's kind of leaning sideways a little bit. And next to that tower, there's a stack of wood, and there's a stump. And next to that, there's a stack of burlap sacks.
It seems the lake has a residence.
No. I don't want to go back. Let's go back. Got a bad feeling about this place. I don't want to go. I'm uncomfortable.
Lyra suddenly freaks out. You have
is this
time
Lyra
holding
or is
her.
this someone else? Like
This is some sort of deep down Assassin's Creed level of ancestry shit that I know that this is not where we want to be. Put that thing back where you came from. So no, let's go. Let's do it.
I told her before we took off, I'm just gonna fly by and we're gonna look at we're not landing anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you see on the outside. The as you're approaching, because you're probably above the roof of this tower, right? Because it's only about 3 stories tall.
I would probably like 60 feet in the air.
As you loop around on the backside facing the lake of this tower, there is a window on the 3rd story, and it seems to be flickering with light like torch or candle light. And as you're kind of looping around and coming back around to head back towards Westgate, you see a shadow kind of cross across the window.
Ooh. Let's go say hi.
Oh no, there's like this draft that's taking me back to town.
Not. It's like waves.
The wind's in the opposite direction, actually.
As you're returning back to town, Lyra, as you're kind of looking back at the lake, you see the ripple effect of the surface of the water. This probably about 30-foot long wake begins to kind of ripple across the water in the darkness.
I'm kind of regretting giving up the Jurassic.
That's big. How deep is that lake?
It's a pretty good sized lake.
It's
4.5 feet. It's just really.
Hey Rook, what's the difference between a sea and a lake
Mm,
and a pond
one of them.
and a puddle.
A puddle is
Little?
tiny. Yes. A pond is more of a few inches deep.
What's a bathtub? Why is bathtub not included?
Not everyone has access to a bathtub. That's a luxury.
The temple had a bathtub.
It's a luxury they could afford.
So is that a sea?
What, that back there? No, that was more of a, that's a lake.
Are there whales in lakes?
Are there what?
Whales.
It'd
They're
be
like
really hard to fit a whale inside of a lake.
not really. She's like looking down at the lake.
I mean, they could be deep, but well, he did say there was a leviathan there, like a creature. So
Yeah, like a whale.
sure, not the eldritch terror I was thinking of, but yeah.
Okay. So you guys get back to town. Arden, Faye, you're in the tavern. What are you doing?
After I get a drink, I want to head over to Farah's table. And just kind of like
Flirt.
I want to saddle up. And just kind of like pull a chair over and sit myself down at the table.
Okay. As you pull the chair up, she hears the sliding of the wooden chair on the wooden floor. And, hi, cheater.
I mean, it's not the worst thing I've been called, so I'll take it.
Murderer.
How long you been mayor?
How long's it been? She kind of looks over. Oh, 3 weeks. 3 months. Let's split the difference and say 6 weeks. She looks over. About 6 weeks.
And when did Akink leave town?
7 weeks.
Who was the mayor before you?
Was that Bobby? Yeah, officially. For like a week. Oh, Bobby was mayor for about a week.
All right, was Bobby the reason why Akink ditched?
Mm-hmm.
All right, where can I talk to Bobby?
Oh, he's dead.
All right, well, do you know the reason why Akink left?
That roar you heard.
Oh, the Leviathan.
Yeah, they're not allowed to make a ruckus anymore, so they left.
All right.
Worked out for us. We just have to remember to be quiet.
I heard that it made the marketplace a bit scarce.
Indeed, it did. It's been rough, but without them here running their shady shit, through the town, it's been safer.
Yeah, I can understand that. Just thinking about the economy here. Well, if you're fine with your tourist traps and the roars whenever the tavern gets up to bed rowdy, that's fine. I was just looking for a bit of information. We've been seeing a lot of acquisitions incorporated since we started this journey out. Speaking of, you may have seen another come through here. Possibly, I doubt it. It's not on the right track, but just gonna ask anyway. Does the name Four Winds Trading mean anything to you?
Oh yeah, they're the ones that moved in after acquisitions left.
Really?
Yeah, they got a warehouse they took over just on the west side of town.
West side of town. All right.
Next to the goat farm.
Next to the goat farm. Great. Did not know about that. All right. Well, it was nice fighting with you, nice chatting with you. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my drink.
Yeah, we should do a rematch, and next time, no magic, cheater.
Next time, leave the chairs out of the pit.
I only grabbed a chair because you used magic.
Oh.
I'd have kicked your ass.
Fair.
I'm gonna use my second spell slot,
Uh-oh.
and I'm gonna use the cause fear, and I'm gonna look her dead in the eye, and I'm just gonna say, "Meet me in the pit next time," and cast cause fear. So she's got to make a wisdom save of 13.
This is not how you flirt.
She flinches for a moment. Aye, tomorrow night there'll be another fight. I'll see you in the pit.
All right.
She does look like she's a little bead of sweat down her. I don't know if I can beat her.
Yes, that's what I want. All right, I'm gonna go back over to Arden. And I'm gonna just give that information. All right, so Akink's no longer here, but that Four Wind Trident Company, the one that hired us, they're here. They set up a warehouse next to the goat farm. Might be something we want to check out.
Well, that's interesting. I don't think they had told us anything about that.
They didn't tell us nothing about that.
Of course, they didn't tell us much about anything, so...
Yeah, just the caravan went missing of goods.
But yeah, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be a bad idea to check in over there.
Yeah.
We should find our other party
Yeah,
members,
you said Lyra was just outside. Let's start there. And she goes back the rest.
I feel about by this time I should be like walking in with Lyra. with Lyra.
Yeah. So you turn, and as you're just
No,
about
no,
to
let
go
them
outside,
panic a little bit.
as you're just about to go outside, an individual bumps past you, like leaving as well, but kind of pushes you out of the way and brushes past you. And it's the individual that you saw with Farah earlier with the red robe. And I need both Arden and Faye to roll me a perception check as he pushes past the two of you out the door.
16.
22.
Arden,
Ooh.
you notice as this individual pushes past you a tuft of hair that kind of has, instead of falling back behind his shoulders, has kind of fallen forward and hangs outside of the cloak, and its long white silvery hair comes down to about his forearm.
After he pushes past, I will give Faye the nudge.
You want me to go after him?
No, just he might be Drow. It's good to be our friend we saw earlier.
The one that bounced.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna run after it and like grab the arm and like turn around so I can see him.
Oh God.
Okay, see, that was not what I
not-
expected
not
to
yet.
happen. But
Chaotic as always.
I am also somehow not surprised. So
I love Faye so much.
Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Tackles a man.
Faye.
Stabs a man.
Just running.
I never want to hear shit about fucking shit Ivan does.
Please roll me a dexterity saving throw, Faye.
I hope Ivan and Faye have met.
Fucking 8. What's with the 8s and then my dex saves?
Damn. I don't know what to tell you, Boo Boo, but Dex
How about
Dex
chill
is
the
not
fuck
it.
out?
God, what am I doing? What has he got prepared that causes a dex save?
Oh, I don't know.
Go learn today.
Agonizing
Go learn.
Scorcher.
power word kill.
All I'm doing is like, hey, dude, you want to talk
Disintegrate.
about the Lord and Savior, the guy that's underneath the waves?
As you
Power
run up
team.
and catch up to this individual outside of the tavern now, you guys are now outside of the tavern. Let me do this. Ooh, that's a bit loud, sorry.
Oh God.
Damn, nature, you loud.
Is there like a locust infection or infection?
Nature, I'm gonna need you to bring it down to about a 6.
Before the Leviathan roars again, right?
Yeah, Leviathan.
Angry librarian.
So you reach out and you grab this person by the shoulder and whip them around, and as a reaction, you feel the hairs on your arms and your neck stand up. And you're able to kind of move a little bit as a bolt of lightning erupts from their palm. And you're going to take 6 lightning damage as the static and the charge kind of like runs through you and courses through you.
Oh, sorry. I thought you might be someone that I know. Oh, fuck. Up close to it, does he look like the drow?
His hood kind of comes down. You can see there's no beard, there's no facial hair, but his skin is very golden.
Oh.
And he flips back the hood. I'm so sorry. And standing in front of you is a golden-skinned, white eyebrow, white long hair individual. You've never seen anybody with golden skin before. This is not
Dungeon
common.
Master?
My apologies. I shouldn't have done that. Again, mistook you for someone we may have run into in the past. Didn't leave on the best of terms, so I might have been a bit harsh, but my apologies.
My apologies as well. That was completely uncalled for.
What? We can stand here and pass apologies back and forth all night, but you know what?
Hi, I'm Lyra.
That's Lyra. Pointing off to wherever Lyra's voice came from.
Right?
Yeah.
Above.
Yeah.
The honor, I'm sure, is entirely mine. I am Reslin.
Oh, fuck.
No, Reslin.
Faye Walter. New to town. We're on a trail of some sort. Was just talking up to Farah. You seem to know her. But no, we were I think we were ready to move on to our next step. You wouldn't happen to know anything about the Four Winds Trading Company or Ack Inc. or anything else going on in that situation, would you?
You're going to have to be a bit more specific.
Okay. Well, we know that Ack Inc. left town a while ago, which is odd, just because they're quite prolific along the Sword Coast. And then we were on the trail of a caravan hired by the Four Winds Trading Company. Caravan didn't check in at the Scornabel stop, or that was the last stop. Honestly, I'm a bit... Scornabel's where we're heading for that, to see if that's where...
We're letting the drunk lady talk.
Yeah. That's
the later.
Because we need to get the caravan, or at least find the goods on that.
She's doing pretty good.
And then, that's really where we're at.
He kind of bends over and begins coughing horribly.
Are you...
And you
Sir.
sort of
Oh no!
bring up a handkerchief to his mouth and...
Yeah, Lyra comes over with what? Oh no! She's like patting his back. Oh no! She's like moving his hair out of the way.
So sorry.
Oh.
You sick or something?
I'm fine. And he puts the handkerchief back. Four Winds. Yes, you will find they have a warehouse over there.
Next to the goat farm, yeah.
Yes, and I believe you will find something you're looking for in that warehouse.
Oh. How long?
Big.
How long is his hair?
It's about down to about here. The
Lyra's
back
gonna
is
start.
the back
She's
is a
gonna
little
start
longer.
braiding it.
All right, so something that we're looking for in the warehouse. Great, we were gonna go over there anyway.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out and just holds up behind him a band.
Thank you.
She does that quite a bit, by the way. Don't mind her. She's harmless.
I am aware.
You're aware.
That she is harmless? Yes.
Oh,
Aslan. Raisin.
You can call me
Ray-
Raisin.
I like raisins.
I prefer prunes.
Oh
sir, you sure you're not sick or anything?
Rook takes like
We
you know.
should- we should-
He stands 6 feet apart.
Right?
Faye pulls out the mace, the mask. Lysol. Shh.
So sorry. My apologies.
Prestidigitation in the can.
We should take you
Um,
to the infirmary.
If
I'm
you're sick.
quite sure they won't be able to do anything for me.
Well, they should get
Oh.
you some honey.
You need money for treatment.
We have money.
Oh, would you look at the time? He kind of looks around. I must be
She's also looking.
moving on. Please, do tell him I said hello. And he turns around and begins to walk away.
Wait, tell who?
We're going to a warehouse. Come on. And she starts walking towards the warehouse.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
But who are we saying? Okay.
Okie dokie, we're just going to go to the warehouse now, I guess.
Faye, as she's walking, is like very kind of straight and stiff. Like she's usually very like lax and easygoing, but like after that, she's kind of like, I don't know, tensed up.
So you head out to the west side of town, and there's this, what looks like a barn. And next to the barn, you see this fenced-in area and a little goat shack. So you can assume this barn is probably the warehouse that everybody was telling you about. There is a sign that's missing on the front door, you know, right above the doors, that's been recently taken down. There doesn't seem to be anybody hanging around at this warehouse.
Well, let's go in.
Should we knock first?
Faye's already banging on the door.
There, can you just walk in?
The door creaks open. And out from the door pokes a head with long black hair, blue eyes, fairly pale skin, and pointy ears. Can I help you?
2 things. We're hired by the Four Winds Trading Company.
Ah, yes.
Recently-
Come on in. And he opens up the door.
Oh, that was
I've
easy.
been expecting you. So,
Hi, I'm Lyra.
nice to meet you, Lyra. I don't need to know your name. You're just an intern. This cart will need to be loaded with those barrels, and that cart needs to be...
Sir.
Yes?
No. We were hired as mercenaries for the Four Winds Company.
There's a missing caravan.
Yeah,
There's a lot of missing caravans. Which one are you speaking about?
the one that stopped in.
Never checked in at Scornabel.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yes.
Wait, you saying there's more that's gone missing?
Quite a few, yes. It
At the
seems...
same time?
No, various times. They seem to be disappearing along our trade routes.
You share trade routes with any competitors?
Just Acquisitions Incorporated.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah. I would bet money that's where all your caravans are going.
We don't know that. They could be maybe bandits or
So, you're not here to load my carts?
No.
I mean, if you'll pay me, I'll load your cart.
Well, I mean...
How much load you
interns
got on you?
generally are not paid, but...
I'm a mercenary, I'm not an intern.
5 gold?
5 gold's on you right now.
Kind of reaches into his pocket.
She starts loading up the cart.
He sets... there's this little table on the side. He sets the gold on the cart.
She'll like
They're on the
keep
table.
talking, like she'll like as he keeps talking and kind of like piece in it, but like she's just loading up the cart now.
He sits on a stool next to that table, and he begins to kind of... It looks like he's keeping a ledger as you're loading up, like he's keeping track of what's being loaded onto what cart.
Mhm.
So, can you tell us anything more about the caravan we're looking for?
Yes, and he kind of flips through his book and let's see here. That particular cart was carrying
The sword of Alun.
well, it wasn't, but now it is. The sword of Aruru. That particular cart was carrying basilisk eggs. It looks like some other spices, paprika, cumin, parsley.
Is this an omelet?
I don't know what they
Cheese,
do with
cubed
the
ham.
supplies. Don't know what they do with the supplies once they deliver them. It was going to a mighty manticore
Motherfucker.
in Waterdeep. It seems it was crewed by Rolf, Astra, and Alper. Those are the 3 that went missing, I assume. Did you get names? Was
Nope.
I helpful at all? Oh, good. I've been helpful.
Yes. Any descriptions of these individuals so that if we see a body, we
Oh.
can know if it's them or not?
I hope not. I hope you find them alive and well.
Well, they also know that too, but
Yes.
I just want to know a description if you have any.
Well, the 2, they were twins. Twin Kenkus. Pretty, hard to differentiate a Kenku, aside
People.
from their clothing. They had beaks.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I now understand why it was easier for them to get through Eric's caravan, his bandit party.
Well, he's not an issue anymore, so.
Yeah. But it makes sense why he let them go through. Doesn't seem like he robs from his own people.
And the other one, it shows here, had various appearances. I'm not sure I can give you a description.
Like illusion magics, or.
Like a changeling?
Most likely, yes.
I never met one of those before. Well, I wouldn't know if I have, hadn't I?
Unless they told you.
Right.
What's in this warehouse?
You are loading up crates and barrels full of spices and foods.
Oh no, like
No, it's like.
he's doing that.
Phase.
Faye is
That's
loading up
beneath me.
crates and barrels onto these carts.
What can I get into, Joe?
I mean, you can open any of them given enough time and persistence.
Hey, Lyra, off that cart. I just loaded it.
Sorry, I'm helping.
Please don't contaminate the spices.
She closes it.
I thought she'd be more distracted by her new pet companion.
Yeah, we're sneaking and getting snacks now.
Your,
Who do you think told me to do it?
your
Oh God.
your buddy Mouse has chewed a hole in the bottom of one of the crates. It's a massive hole, and he's currently in the crate, and you can hear munching, Lyra.
Can I reach in there?
You'd have to get down and reach into the... Yeah.
What's in it? What's he munching on?
It's very kind of wet and slimy in there, and then, but it's like solid, so you kind of grab onto something that's about palm size, and as you kind of pull it out, you see that there's this like saliva-covered apple that's like bitten through.
Oh, okay. She just kind of like, then she like wipes it, and then she
Pokes
just
his head out and
prestidigitation it. Come on, miss. Come on.
his butt gets stuck in there, and he can't. He's scratching.
She puts it in her mouth and then she's trying to pull him out.
He's scratching and then
Ew.
pops out.
I'm just gonna put another box.
Cover up the hole.
Cover up. Mm-hmm.
You realize that your friend Mouse has now got a distended belly, and he is about 4 pounds heavier.
Adorable.
Oh, she's gonna clean him up. Poor
He's
baby.
still about 4 pounds and a huge belly, but now he looks clean.
He smells like apples.
Like a sweet apple pie. But right. Do you know how long they were in town for? When they stopped by here?
Oh, I don't think they were scheduled here. No, they were not. They did
I
not
was
come
told-
through here.
No,
king-
we're taking a
king-
different route.
Well, no, didn't the Kinkos said that they went across the lake? And that's
you are,
why we were.
you are recalling correctly, but he's telling you they were not scheduled to come through here.
Hmm.
Oh.
That's
Or
conflicting
were they?
information.
Dum, bum, bum, bum.
Oh, I see you have finished. Thank you. And he kind of slides the gold coins across the table towards your direction. My
I
name
count
is
up
my name
5,
is Caramon.
right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. I don't want to
Item.
get shorted.
Bite them to make sure they're real.
Oh yeah, let me test one, see if it's real gold.
Testing 1.
Yeah.
It's chocolate.
Roll a investigation.
That is a 13.
You bite the first one and it's real. But as you're kind of satisfied and go to put
no.
it away, the second one kind of feels different. So you look closely at it and you peel back and it's a chocolate covered coin.
Hey, this ain't gold. You said you had 5 gold pieces on you.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. He unpeels it, pops it in his mouth, and he reaches in. You can hear clink, 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 and he pulls out this one and not that one. This one. There you go. Yes, the rest of them. He gives you the 5 gold.
All right.
Hmm.
All right. So, they weren't scheduled here.
Not according to my logs, no.
Can I see your logs?
Yes. He slides the book across
I'm
the table.
sorry. Lyra's literally out there looking for logs.
I just kind of like want to flip through it, see if I can see anything. I'm sure like none of this actually makes sense to Faye, but like
Yeah, his
What are
logs
logs for?
show that they weren't supposed to stop here in Westgate.
does it look like there's any like has there been any like tampering with the logs or anything like that?
Doesn't appear to be, no. You're more than welcome to roll an investigation if you'd like to peer into it.
I would.
Look closer. Roll an investigation.
It's an 8.
Oh, jeez, what is with that die?
It's a book,
Hey, you
and
might
there
need to
is
start
writing in
rolling
the book.
real dice.
I might.
Dang.
So, I'm sorry, I didn't catch any of your names.
Hi,
I'm
Lyra!
pretty sure Lyra was the only one that introduced herself. I'm Faye.
Kind of
I
writes
am
down in the
Rook.
book. Rook.
And I am Arden.
Arden.
And
Arden.
by our powers combined, we form.
Arden Cress?
Nothing of use.
Yeah, that.
Are you Arden Cress?
I am. Do you know me?
No, we don't know each other. We've never met, but I've heard stories. It's an honor to meet you in person.
Are they good stories?
Should
Arden,
they
I didn't
not
realize
be?
you were famous.
I did not realize that either, which is a little weird.
I wouldn't say famous so much as the military you served with speaks highly of you.
Ah. Okay, that might make sense, I suppose.
He writes down your name. Well, it was an honor to meet you. Thank you for your assistance. I will speak highly of your work ethic. Again, my name was Caramon.
Caramon, nice to meet you.
Oh, Resident says hello, I think.
That was the second thing when we were coming in.
You drop that name, and he instantly gets a shocked look, and he turns. You have seen my brother?
Red cloak, white hair,
Where?
blue
He
eyes,
stands up and knocks
gold
the
skin.
thing.
It was
knocks
right
this-
over there. He was really pretty.
He
He was-
bolts in the direction that Lyra pointed. Doors swing open and smack open, and he disappears into the darkness in the direction Lyra pointed.
Lyra starts running also.
Lyra, no, wait, come back.
No. Come back. No.
Lyra, no, wait, come back.
What? I can't hear you guys. I'm running.
I like
Oh
that.
no, you ran away, guys. What are we to do?
I guess we go after her.
Yeah.
Just know that we love your character, Cat.
Bro, listen, I understand. I feel it.
So you run off after him, and you can barely make out because he's booking it hard, full sprint, and you can barely make out his shape as he's running, kind of keeping up with him, and he just continues running east, all the way to the edge of town, and he looks around, and then he turns around and sees you kind of catching up to him.
I kind of fly up into the sky over the town and try to do a perception to see if I can see the guy from.
I don't like having people roll when there's no chance, so you can fly
Oh.
up there, but you're not gonna find this individual. He has left.
The building.
I drop down. I don't think your brother's still in town. He's a mage, right? I think I saw him shoot a lightning bolt at my friend by accident or whatever. So he might have
Some refer
bath.
to him as a mage. A mage.
Mage.
yes.
Mage.
Mensch.
Mage meat.
It's been a long time since I've seen him.
Oh. Well,
You may
Not-
want to leave town quickly. Where my brother goes, bad things are sure to follow.
that's ominous.
Familiar.
It's only a little ominous.
Also, I don't know if he's dying, but he's coughing really badly. And he made he didn't say it specifically that he was dying, but he did allude that whatever is going on with him might not be able to be cured by seeing a simple physician.
Yes, he's had that cough for a very long time. No one is able to cure it. I don't know that he is dying. He's fine. A bit frail
Oh.
and fragile, but very intelligent, cunning,
Oh,
and
I did get the bad guy vibes from him a little bit, just a tiny bit.
he's not a
He
bad
was
guy.
nice.
He's not a bad guy. He's thank you.
Yeah, just
Yes.
because you're a bad guy does not mean you're a bad guy.
Rook, he was nice. You knew I made braid his hair.
Ah, yes. Did he provide you with something?
Oh, I put a rubber band in his hair.
Damn it! I knew he would be dabbling in that again.
Rubber Batman?
Dabbling with having his hair braided.
No, but being able to anticipate certain things means he is dabbling with things he shouldn't be dabbling with again.
The nation badger.
Perhaps.
Said the
I'll
bush.
never tell.
Eat coffee. I'm just kidding. Well, this is all interesting, but so does he have like this curse thing where like wherever he goes, something horrendous happens, or?
It's not so much that as the actions he takes tend to result in misfortune for others. It's not his intention, it just happens. Seems I will have to stop my work with the Four Winds, attempt to stop him yet again.
Or you don't.
Maybe you should find someone who can cast magic and then they can send him a message and then you can just ask him to stop.
I have asked several times. He is relentless in his pursuit of power.
For
Ah,
what?
But he's
I don't-
not a bad guy.
No,
Right.
he has a code. You didn't happen to make any bargains with him, or he doesn't
No.
owe you a debt or anything. You don't owe him anything?
No, we just said sorry back and forth a few times.
Oh, good, good. You should be fine then, but I would recommend leaving Westgate as soon as possible.
Okay. Well, then I won't visit the witch lady in her tower.
Which lady?
The
Yeah, the one that has the Leviathan.
Broma. The
Borma.
bros. Broma.
Roma? Borma?
Please do share. What do you know of this Broma and Leviathan?
Whenever
she
we're
lives in the tower across the lake. And
whenever
there's
it gets too rowdy, the Leviathan screams.
That would explain why he's here. Perhaps he seeks her power.
I mean, we can always stop by and be like, "Hey, there's a
Yes.
semi-handsome wizard guy looking to talk to you."
Well, you physically strength.
Hot wizards in your area.
Wizards in your area.
You might want to swipe left.
Which is over 50.
For hags only.
Well, Arden, I am well aware of your fighting capabilities, and you, Faye, you have shown great strength lifting those carts and barrels all by yourself. You have wings that will be useful, and you're here, so come along with us. Please.
I just feel like I just got called Angel from X-Men. it's like, haha, Wolverine.
Hey,
Cyclops.
it's better than
Jean Grey,
you're also
Angel.
present.
It's like, I'm gonna drop this rock on top of the creature, guys.
Lyra's over there using prestidigitation to make butterflies.
Perhaps all of us should head to that tower.
Right.
We can see what's inside.
Oh.
Yes, let's investigate together. Let me get my
Sure.
things. And he begins to walk back towards the barn.
Are you more of a martial person or zip, zip, zip type person?
He turns around.
All right.
Oh, no. Zip, Zip, Zip is my brother.
Ah.
Lyra takes his hand.
Oh.
You're not married, are you?
No.
I'll help.
I'm just not interested. If this is platonic, it's fine.
She like slowly looks over at Rook like,
No, she just she doesn't understand boundaries. That's all. It's platonic.
Okay. Fine with me then. And he
Platonic.
walks back to the barn and
Lyra's just
With a
whispering the word.
Platonic.
you see him begin to get his stuff and gather up. He's got breastplate armor, and as he's
Helping him. It's not very
He's
helpful, but
appreciative.
she's helpful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I could see why my brother let you braid his hair. Can you tie this one back here? And as he's adjusting the breastplate, you see there's a logo emblazoned on it. It is not Acquisitions Incorporated.
Stop freaking out.
Traitor! You traitorous bastard!
It's a dragon's head, like a profile of a dragon's head, and through the top of it, not through it, but like over top of the dragon's head is a lance.
Is that the symbol for Muhammad?
No.
No.
It's very close because Bahamut's symbol is the profile of a dragon's head, but this is more of like a serpentine dragon. Like it's very snake-like, and then it has the
I
dragon
think it's
head.
in Night Order.
Yeah, and then there's a lance.
Lyra's gonna ask. Well, after she helps him, she like goes around and but under his arm, just like zoop. So she's like right over and like in front of him, and then she like pokes it, and then she's like is it like embroidered or?
No, it's like a gold pattern has been like laid onto the breastplate, and then the lance is another layer of that gold that kind of lays on top of the other one, and it's been
so it's got
embedded
texture.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like running her finger all through it and stuff. What does this mean?
Many, many years ago, I was a knight of the autumn twilight.
Oh.
Sounds fancy.
It was just a bunch of old men who held titles, to be honest. But we did fight valiantly. And it seems I will have to put on this armor again and fight alongside some fellow heroes.
What did you fight?
Heroes of Jason.
Well, you are standing next to me, so that is true. And he kind of walks behind this little alcove in the stable area, the barn area that he got, and you see him kind of disappear behind that, and then he comes back out, and he actually has in his hand this, 10-foot tall lance.
Oh.
Sorry.
The person or the weapon? It's good.
I love you, Lance. Can't wait for Friday.
Yeah, he's got this lance in one hand, and then on his hip there is a long sword, and he kind of sets the lance up against the thing, and then he pulls out his sword. Would you all mind taking a knee?
I've been a knee for no one. I'm just kidding.
I don't really want to give.
Do it!
I don't know which one I want to give.
No, Lyra, he means to bend the knee. Kneel.
I'm not one for
She gets down like
knighted.
she's praying.
Ah, good. It's an honorary title. Trust me. If you die tonight, I
get
can't
to be
bury you
sir?
without you being a...
I don't want to be buried.
Yeah, just toss her body into the ocean or any body of
Give
water.
it back to her, God.
Odd. Okay.
Yeah, it's her custom.
Fine
it's
enough.
fine.
I'm an island person. It's fine.
She'll find her
Lyra.
way back home.
I knight you a knight of the autumn twilight.
I will also kneel.
Arden Cress, you are now a knight of the autumn twilight. What about
I'm
you,
not
wing
Changes.
boy?
Wing boy.
It's a wingman.
I didn't need a wingman.
I have a feeling you won't need to bury my body, judging from recent events. But
Ha!
thank you though.
Cocky, you are a knight already. Shh.
Ah.
Shall we go?
She's gonna change her into an autumn.
Whoa,
Nice.
I haven't seen that in years.
Nothing really changes much. It's just her eyes are different. She's a lot nicer.
He kind of leans in real close, like right next to your ear. Are you Faye?
No, that's Faye.
Anybody not see that coming?
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
I was just
going-
about to say. No. I am Lyra, and that's Faye, and that's Arden. You know
He
that.
kind of leans back. Yeah, he leans back in. No, I mean, are you from the Feywild?
Oh, mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you know how to get there?
Not since it's been sealed.
Did you say something? Or?
Not since it's been sealed.
Why?
Why was it sealed? To prevent the calamity. That is what we fought against. The Knights of the Autumn Twilight sealed the Feywild off from this plane
Would
to protect
Lyra
it.
know about this? Is this like history?
You can roll a history if you'd like.
Yeah.
Although I don't know that Lyra really remembers anything.
I'm just
It's
minding
all
my
coming
own
back to
business.
me.
I would
my
like to
dice.
do
Yeah.
a history check and see what I know about that happening.
Go for it.
Lyra's like
14.
She's like 400 years old. It's been real.
18 for me.
18. Arden, you do recall in military training when you were younger, a long time ago, learning about the Autumn Twilight Corps and the battle to seal the Feywild against. You can't recall the name, but there was a particular dragon that was trying to obliterate this realm.
Gotcha.
And the Knights of the Autumn Twilight fought against that and sealed the Feywild.
You were there for the sealing of the Feywild?
Uh-oh.
I was, yes.
That was a very long time ago, yes?
Relatively. He kind of pokes his ears that are pointy.
I just want to go home.
I'm sorry, I can take you to the place that we sealed it.
Know about portals.
I know that there is a, Gladys? And a potato. Orange and blue?
All right. That's not gonna help.
All
me
right,
much.
Ronald, let's go.
The cake is a lie.
What type of portals?
Not gonna lie, he had me in the first half. Oh,
I've got my own mission, and it deals with portals. And seeing that you were there to seal off the Feywild, I was thinking maybe you know a little bit more. I'm trying to, just figure out more of how I can spot portals, or where I might be able to figure one to open or close.
I unfortunately am not an expert in portals, but my brother would know a lot about those.
speaking of which, we should probably start heading over to that tower before your
yes.
brother has more time to.
He whistles,
Probably do that.
and around from a corner, 5 horses. They're all Shire horses, massive horses.
Whew.
That was a pretty neat trick there.
Oh, well, I mean, you can keep one of them.
Lyra squeals. And then she's just clapping her hands and she's jumping up and down, just excited about these horses.
He attempts to mount his horse, and you see him kind of struggling to get his foot over there. And he,
I hold out a hand.
I can
my
do it.
hands
I
out.
can do it.
Oh, okay.
I can do it. He struggles for a minute, and then over the horse.
Can I roll in acrobatics to see how well I can get onto the horse?
Do it.
It's a 13.
You do it in the style that you want. It doesn't look flawless, but it looks good.
I just I want to kind of go over and just kind of just
Yeah,
in
quick.
kind of one swing over, one swing over the leg kind of deal.
Okay.
So
yeah,
the
you do that.
equivalent of sliding over your Corvette.
Yes.
You do that, and you just kind of brush the tail with your feet.
Yeah.
of the horse. So it's not flawless, but it still looks pretty cool.
It's better than him, so
Yeah.
that's all I care about.
Yeah.
Lyra Missy stepped to her horse.
Just Misty steps into the saddle.
Yeah.
Nice.
She just
Alright.
she just gets so excited and then she just puffs into and then she's just she's just like
Let's ride. And he takes off, storming off into the night.
Roll out.
she's rolling out too.
I fly behind them. I'm not riding
Your
a
horse kind of whimpers.
Oh no, get on the horse, don't be a douche.
Too late. I'm too far away to hear that.
Too far
It's
away
at the
to hear that.
bush.
I just like grab the reins of the empty horse along with mine, and I just go along with a walk.
Oh, come here,
Okay.
baby.
And you all head out to the south. And that's where we're going to end this session of
What?
Neverwinter.
Come on, Joe. We got 1 more hour.
What?
Do we?
Yeah.
Are you an hour behind?
Who's driving?
He's got that lag still going on.
What are you talking about? Man,
jet
it's
lag.
A whole new life.
So thank you for joining us on our adventure through to try to get to Neverwinter. We're now
Adventure.
heading south away from Neverwinter, but that's fine because this is a fun adventure, and the journey is what it's really about.
It's about
And
the
the
friends we made along
Oh
the
my
way.
god. Lyra. That's what you got.
You've got Lyra and you've got Faye.
If this is your
A
first time
murderer
joining us,
and a friend.
oh sorry, go ahead. A murderer and what?
Oh, and a good friend.
Which
Murderer
one's
and-
which?
Depends on the day.
Why not both?
If this is your first time joining us, make sure you hit that follow button and hit the bell so you get notified when we go live. We do this every other Tuesday, and we have a large list of lineup of different games and game styles that we do. All of them interact, well, most of them. Some of the game ones are not. But our TTRPGs are all interactive where you can affect the game by your donations. Today was Neverwinter. Yesterday was Nerd Asylum by Night, which is our Vampire the Masquerade game. Tomorrow is The Hidden, which is our post-apocalyptic zombie modern-day Sword Coast adventure survival thing.
There's a lot happening there.
Okay.
It's something.
Yeah, that's
So
that
join
was something.
And then Thursday is Barovia Beckons. And then we have all kinds of awesome things like podcasts, community challenges, a Discord, all kinds of stuff. You can go to thenerdasylum.com to find out all the cool nerdy crap we're doing. It's not crap, it's all really cool. There's a lot of it.
There's a lot of stuff.
So go to thenerdasylum.com. Did I miss anything? DB usually does announce
Charity.
Charity. Yes, check out the extralife.org. Each one of our things has a page. This particular one is extralife.org/participant Neverwinter livestream. And we are currently at $651 of our $1,000 goal. So thank you so much for helping us get there.
Woo!
Stay
We just
tuned
need 11 more.
because we have some really big announcements coming up very shortly about Tabletop Appreciation Weekend for Extra Life, August 21st and 2nd. And then Extra Life Game Day is November 6th this year.
That sounds right.
So we'll be doing a 24-hour stream on November 6th. And then we'll be doing a whole weekend of awesome stuff for Tabletop Appreciation Weekend. Really big announcements for that coming soon, hopefully. So pay attention to that. Follow us on all the social medias. If you like what we do and you'd like to show us some support so we can do more shows and awesome nerdy projects, we do have a Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/nerdasylum and get some awesome, cool behind-the-scenes and extra content perks there. We have merch. You can get all the posters behind me, as well as Nerd Asylum and awesome nerdy shirts at our store, nerdasylum.com/merch. I think that's everything.
We just need to have a recording of DB
Mm-hmm.
There
and
you
just
go.
plaster that at the
Yeah.
end of all of our shows.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on Neverwinter, and stay nerdy, friends.
Eat the stream.